And I know it sometimes takes the best of a man to stand up strong, and I can. Lord, I can. And sometimes I wonder if I'm gonna make the cut. I've been riding like a wild buck up in these hills, drinking and riding for thrills. But sometimes them thrills, they just don't come back, and you find yourself just running off track on this old dirt road. And look at there I go. I've been fighting the ways of the wisdom of this wild man I know I can become, but I've just been wild on the run. Yeah, wild on the run with that 12-pack of the Miller Lite, and a wild feeling in this night. So I'm coming home. Yeah, I'm coming home. And I've been sitting up here reminiscing about all the things that ain't too clear in my own life. And in my own life, I've been lighting up the fire and I'm letting it go. Been burning all the memories in the soul, so I sold it. I hope it don't turn out and burn up and burn out. And I was about to finish this song. I remember thinking back at you and me on that old school pine back in 17. I was riding on in this old junker truck, picking you up, and we were just hot on the night. Mosquitoes were biting and bullheads were honing in this old little town. We had to just to get out and get down. And then you told me that you loved me, and I told you that I'd never let you go. And then we let each other go. It was on that old dirt road. After we got making love all night long, tucked up in the holler, and them coyotes were yipping, and we were just sitting there singing that old John Kitten Mellencamp song on the radio. And you told me don't ever let you go, so I hold you tight, and then I held you tight. And now I'm wishing for the best of what you're doing in your life when you let me go. And then the years slowly let go. You never told me goodbye. You just packed up and left in the night. And I know it was a short-lived love, but that short-lived love still burning inside of me. Yeah, it's still burning inside of me. And baby, don't you know, I left that bouquet of them flowers and roses. I let them dry up and I ditched them in the hill. I was drunk as fuck when I did it for real, 'cause I was holding them on to the dearest part of my own free will to let them go. I let the alcohol do the talking, don't you know, I was a free man. I was just a free plan. So I lit that bouquet of them roses that were dying. I ditched them up in the hill. I was crying and I just don't know why. That I left this bouquet of these flowers that were dying. I let them roll in the hill, 'cause I was crying and praying and drinking and saying I was never coming back. So for real, I kicked that 18-pack, I smoked down a pack of Seneca Reservation cigarettes, and I cursed everything left him in the hills. I was crying cause I was so drunk and I lost your love. And losing your love was the worst fucking thing that I ever had to let go. Yeah, I ever had to let go. I was fast forwarding one day. 5 years went by and you had a baby boy of your own. I was proud, but I tried to count the math. If it was you I had, but you left and it was a year later. And I said a little prayer for your family that you're growing up. You're doing so good these days, baby. And that man that's holding your hand, he's a real man. And I know he wouldn't let that bouquet of them roses just die and ditch him in the hell. He was at your house the next day. He didn't go drinking and forget it all in a haze. But I was a young man and this young man was a hard-hitting plan. Got to find this rural country tune, wailing's on this old country radio song. And it's making me feel like I'm a wild boy. Left this old cowboy hat under that rainstorm. I camping outside, I was all alone. My 12-gauge shotgun in this old cell phone. With a picture of your face, I'm crying because I left that bouquet of them roses to die up on this road. And I just don't know, baby, I'm never gonna let you go. Because see you later, yo. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I don't get into politics, but where I'm from, I'll tell you what, bust knuckles. You know, guys have a good night.